What's up, guys? It's your boy Tyler, and you're watching the most trash show on YouTube, Garage Goons. And today, I'm doing my review of Virgin Island Water by Creed. Now, I got this exactly a week ago, and I've been wearing it all week. And I have some thoughts. My first impressions, I talked about how I was getting a heavy dose of lime, and I do get fresh squeezed lime. And this, you can definitely tell, is a niche fragrance, because the hallmark of niche is that you get a lot of transformation. A lot of the time it's not as linear as designers. You spray it on, the opening is usually pretty consistent with the dry down. Sometimes, I mean, most of the time stuff gets more woody or more base heavy towards the end, but niche really has this way, at least the niche I have, of transforming and becoming a different fragrance over the hours. Now this Virgin Island Water is such a blast of like fresh squeezed lime, almost like a candied lime. Like I was getting like lime Skittles, and then like 10 minutes later, like 7-Up type lime, like really nice fizzy fresh lime. And that's 90% of what I was getting in my first impressions. Now that I've worn this all week, it has a beautiful transition. About like 30 to 45 minutes after you put this on, it gets this really creamy, pineapple-y, pina colada, just really nice, a little bit of rum in there, boozy pina colada flavor, and the lime kind of fades in the background. It's always present, but it's not the star of the show once this thing dries down. I love this fragrance, and there's some good and there's some bad. The good is, man, there's nothing I have in my collection that smells like this. This is so natural smelling. It smells really like a pina colada. Nothing about this smells synthetic. Even though I said like that it smells like 7-Up lime, it still is a very fresh lime smell. Even when it's candy lime in the very opening, it's still a very fresh. Nothing smells like chemically or alcohol or aldehydic or anything like that. It's just so fresh. And when it dries down and you get that pina colada, it really is a beautiful scent. The projection on it, maybe an hour, sometimes 2, arm's length, and then it goes in. The one bad thing I will say is when you pay listen, I got this on Mercari. There was a little bit of confusion when I did my first impressions. I wasn't sure if I got scammed or not. I Googled the serial, the batch code, and it came up legit. I had the receipt that the guy sent me from the actual Creed store in New York. And then I did some further investigating, and it is legit. I even smelled a sample of Virgin Island Water, and am I 100% sure it's not fake? I'm like 99, because I couldn't. The little sample spray I got of the real stuff, I couldn't tell you the difference. So from all of my research, this is 100% legit. Okay, the cap on here clicks on. You can definitely hold this one by the cap. Not a magnetic. I wish it was. And the cap itself is plastic, which, a little disappointing, but it looks metal. It looks cool. Kind of a misting atomizer. It's not really like a jet, but it's not like a weak poof. It's just a nice mist. So you got to hold this a little bit closer than a lot of other fragrances, like I would say 6 inches and in. And guys, I've been getting varying performances on this. The worst day I got like 3 hours, and I did like 7-8 sprays. And then throughout the week, I've been dialing up the sprays. You can see there's a dent in this already, okay? Bottle's clear. There's no mistaking about how I've been using this, okay? But I just got to be honest, the best day I got was 6 hours, okay? So this is, I wore this today. I put it on after the gym. It's like midnight now. It's gone. It's not even on my skin. A tiny bit on my clothes. You got to spray this on your clothes, guys. If you just spray this on your skin, it might not work for you. You got to drench yourself on your clothes, and I would say you got to go double-digit sprays. I'm talking 10 to call your shot. This is not going to be clawing. It's not going to be too much. It's not going to like blow up the room if you drench yourself in it, but that's what you got to do if you want to get the 5 to 6 hour performance out of this. Otherwise, it literally just fades real bad. Like, this is probably one of my worst performers, but one of my favorite scents. So I'm like in a conundrum. Would I pick this up again? Definitely not full retail. I would never pay over $200 for this fragrance. If I saw it go for like sub 150, or, you know, I found it on Mercari again, or Facebook, or something like that, one of the sites, you know, that sells used goods, or if Joma Shop ever was doing a sale, I would pick it up if it was under 150. But I just, that's because I love the flavor. The scent profile is beautiful. The juice is beautiful. It smells good. I got a compliment from my mom when she hugged me. I literally showed it to my wife, and she's like, I can't smell it. My wife has a pretty good nose, okay? But so, you know, it's definitely not a beast. It's definitely not a strong performer, but I can't see a better case use for something that you would take somewhere tropical or warm weather vacation in summer. I think this is the one, okay? I think they need to reformulate and same exact scent profile, but try to do something that makes this last longer. That's the one thing I would say. I think it's beautiful. I think if you like the smell of lime and you love the smell of pina colada, this is the one, guys. There is not going to be a better fragrance out there. This is the one you got to get. But listen, I don't have the best skin. I talk about my dry skin from my diabetes, my type 1 diabetes in every video, and it hinders other performances, and it probably shaves it down by an hour or two, depending on what it is and what the scent profile is. But guys, when you spray something on your clothes that has nothing to do with skin chemistry, and when it dissipates in like 5-6 hours, you know it's just not a strong scent, okay? So yeah, I mean, just be aware that you're gonna have to reapply this, okay? If you're out on vacation, you're going to Hawaii, you're going to Fiji, you're going to wherever, somewhere tropical, somewhere beautiful, you got to bring this with you. This is a must-have on that vacation. But fucking throw it in your beach bag, bro, because, hey, you apply it at, let's say you wake up because you're on vacation, you sleep in a little bit, 9, 10 o'clock. By 1 to 2 to 3 p.m., you're going to need to reapply this, man. It just is what it is. It's unfortunate, but it is a beautiful scent. Pina colada, a very creamy, natural smelling coconut. The inside of the coconut, not the outside, you know, brown skin part of the coconut, but the inside, creamy coconut kissed with pineapple. Man, and the pineapple's creamy. It's definitely pina colada. You're not getting fresh pineapple like out of like the Dole can. You're getting like a creamy, boozy rum pineapple in here with the coconut juice. And it's not coconut water. It's coconut cream, man. It's so fucking good. Little sunscreeny. I definitely could see this putting this on with sunscreen, and the smells wouldn't like interfere with each other. It's definitely safe for that, so that's an upside case for it. But again, man, I just hate the fact that it's like a 4 to 5 hour performer. The best day, like I said, was like 6, maybe 7 hours when it became a skin scent. But man, this shit is good. I don't regret buying it because I got it for like $110, but definitely would never pay retail for this. As much as I love it, as much as it kills me to tell you guys that. So again, if that sounds great to you and you don't care about performance, you just want to smell like this, go ahead and get you one, bro. But I would say don't go to Creed's website, go to Joma Shop, go to fragrance.net, go to, you know, Twisted Lily, one of these sites that has discounted perfumes and colognes, and make the buy. That way, because you don't want to pay over $200 for something that doesn't last more than fucking 5 hours. It kills me, man. It was like 4 to 5 hours on average, man. Really just bummed me out that way because I loved it so much that I wanted it just to last longer. And just so you guys know, I do have a fragrance haul video coming in. We'll do first impressions on the 3 fragrances I have coming in when they come in. And I have something that's not the same, but it's tropical vibes coming in. I'm really excited to do that. First impressions. You guys have to stay tuned to see what it is, but it could be like same scenario, another beachy vacation scent that I have coming in, and then I have something totally different that's nothing like anything I've had in my collection. I'm trying to expand. I'm trying to get away from only just buying blue fragrances and citrus fragrances, even though that's what I love, and try to dabble with some other things. I'm not a big gourmand guy, but I do like some vanillas. I do like some baked goods here and there. I just don't want to smell like a fucking Dutch bakery. You know what I mean? So that's just not my deal. I don't want to smell like necessarily baked goods, but I do want to expand my horizons and find something that has other notes that I don't have in my collection currently, which is a lot of blues, a lot of citruses, okay, and some woods, okay. So we're looking into we're dipping our toes in the gourmand water, but none of it's going to be the super heavy crazy stuff, just some stuff that you may not have seen on the channel before, and that's not like anything else I have. All right, so like, comment, subscribe, tell your homies, tell your friends, share this in the comments, do other things, press all the buttons. And thank you for watching the most trash show on YouTube. We are out of this bitch.